what she did was homicide. She killed my son. It was not an accident. It was intentional. I know that we met with Major Crimes yesterday for the first time since probably it first happened the first week. And they told me that the case was not over, but he had just finished up all of the paperwork that he can now go file. So it is moving. To me, it's a snail's pace, but that's because it's been a few months since my son was killed. So, of course, I'm looking for justice for all kinds of different reasons, more than just he's dead. I need to know why she did it. I need to know why the judge felt that it wasn't important enough to keep her in jail, or at least have her on a leg monitor somehow that they could keep track. Because right now she's driving on the streets of Spokane drunk, probably high. There was a mixture of stuff in her blood. And, you know, they got that back relatively quick. But now the hard part comes, making the charges stick and seeking a just sentence. I know it won't be, you know, he died, you're going to die. He died, you're going to stay in there the rest of your life. It's not going to be that, and I know it. In my heart of hearts, it's killing me. But to know that she'll get some time away from her family, like Brendan had no choice in the matter. We just want to keep our focus on Brandon, is the reason I'm seeking justice. But I'll say it again, I need to know why the judge, what's his name? Huh? Klein.
He's the commissioner.
Uh-huh.
I don't know which judge's name.
She went and saw it.
Started at S, I think.
That's what I think.
Judge Stein.
Judge Stein. I would like to know what his mindset was on July 13th. No. Yeah, July 13th, where his think pattern was to let her go with nothing. There should have been a leg monitor. We should have been able, they should have been able to know that she did not go and buy another $2 car, that she didn't need a license for, or dang sure didn't need insurance.
And the law doesn't ever move as fast as we
Oh,
want.
gosh,
But
no.
What has it been like for you waiting?
Almost as bad. Yesterday, I heard things like he told me that he sees my son laying in the street. That was something I didn't know. You know, I know that the detective, the lead detective on the case, Paul Taylor, when we had the meeting with him and his supervisor, I know, him and his supervisor, my bird wants attention. Yes. They made me feel like my son was a matter. He mattered. You know what I mean? Because I didn't think so at the beginning when they were telling me that I owed the entire police department an apology, starting with the lead detective. The lead detective said that to me, and my heart broke. You know, that's kind of your job, dude. How dare you?
And I guess just kind of describe to me, I mean, waiting for this to really
It's
finally...
like it's like I'm reliving it. Like I said yesterday when we went through that and I heard that he was on the street, it was a fact that I didn't know, and it kind of floored me because I didn't know he flew that far out of the car. And so it's like reliving it, and I relive it every morning. I can visualize and hear the coroner saying, your son Brendan didn't survive the crash. That's horrible to keep reliving. And I think until something is done, I'll keep having those same issues every day and every night.
And so as far as updates go, the prosecutor's office explained to me that so she's not exonerated. It's her bond is removed, and the prosecutor's office missed that window, that 72-hour window, to formally file charges so they could continue moving forward. The reason for that was they just didn't have the toxicology report. And I reached out to the crime lab who does the toxicology report, and they said, we've been seeing about 3 to 4 month delay just for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
So it's just an issue that they're struggling with.
Yes.
Now that once they, it was explained to me that once the prosecutor's office or detectives get that toxicology report, they can file it and they can go forward.
That's where we're at. That's where we at. They got the top screen back, and that's how come they're able now to hand it to the DA, because that's what they were waiting for, was the tox screen.
The weird thing that we were told, though, was that she had metabolized marijuana and cocaine in her system,
And
plus the alcohol, but the other two factors don't play.
I thought you said either or any of it was going to play a factor.
none of it.
Only the alcohol. None of the
I
weed. None
took
of
it
the
as the
cocaine.
alcohol
No,
wasn't
no, no.
going to.
No, the
Because
alcohol is.
there's different prongs to vehicular homicide. So to pursue the alcohol, and then there's
Right.
also like drugs. So that,
Right.
that might play,
Right.
play a factor.
I didn't realize that, but that makes sense.
Yeah. So now things can move forward, but it's been at that standstill, and almost to like there's not much anyone could do and just wait for that report. Right?
It's torture for a mother and a family. You know, my family is torn. We've all got questions that nobody has answers for, and we don't know where to get them. And I mean, the police can only tell us so much because it's an active case. So they can't show their trump card to us, because then what? You know what I mean? She definitely will not be here for it.
Until
Do you feel
yesterday,
kind
we
of
were
like-
feeling pretty defeated.
Yeah, I was
Until
saying, has
yesterday.
it felt like
Yes.
a
It's
weight's
felt
maybe
like,
lifted a little
yes,
now that
because
there's-
I did feel like my son's life didn't matter to nobody but the ones who loved him. Me and his few friends and all of his kids. You know, that was my big thing. My son's kids.
And this is the thing too, and I pray no one that this doesn't happen where they miss that window, because driving around in the same town as someone that took out someone that you love is probably the worst feeling ever in the world.
Absolutely.
I've stopped going outside for fear I will run into her, because I can't tell you what I would do, how I would react to her freely coming into a store I'm in.
Kind of talk to me about Brandon.
Brendan,
Who was your son?
Brendan was my baby. And Brendan was 40 when we closed the lid on him. Brendan was a musician. He was a rapper. He was a awesome dad. Was a really attentive son. Of course, he's almost 40 and I still call him baby, so that didn't go over well. I'm a grown man mom, you know, and Brendan, there's 4 little kids that'll never know who their dad was, how amazing he was, how funny he was. He was the life of every party, every party. Brendan was a good man inside and out. He didn't want to cause any friction with nobody. Brendan was a good guy, and they labeled him something else. And it was real hard to accept, but they didn't accept who Brendan really was. They wanted to go out and find his past from, I'm talking his early 20s, his teens, of what he did. We all did stupid stuff in our early years in life, trying to prove we were adults.
Do you think you'll ever, I mean, if things finally come to a close with this case, do you think you'll ever get closure?
Yeah, I do. You know why? Because I believe in God, and God won't let me carry that with me. Actually, I have to forgive her at some point. or not get my blessings. You know what I mean? And all I want in blessings is for his kids and his baby moms and me and his brothers. We just want the truth. We want justice. And we want his memory untainted. Brendan deserves more than that.